Hey everybody, good morning. Welcome back to another morning mobility routine. My name's Colin and I am a strength coach. I'm a movement trainer, I do nutrition as well. And today we're gonna get into a morning mobility routine with the goal of waking up the body. We're gonna cultivate a little bit of physical awareness and take a little bit of mental energy into our day to get things off to the right start. Today we're gonna focus on a morning routine. It's all based around natural movement. So let's go ahead and we're gonna begin. I want you guys just find a nice comfortable seated position. Whichever that is for you. I'll go into my cross-sit position, legs are crossed here. We're just gonna start with a little bit of breathing. So I'm gonna take my hand to my lower stomach, right below my navel. I'm gonna breathe into that hand and get my belly to expand. So I'm gonna inhale deep, and then exhale slow. I'm gonna go 5 breaths here. Inhaling deep into the stomach. Inhaling, fully expanding. One more deep breath. Beautiful. From there, we're going to come into our bent sit position. So my knees are at 90 degrees position right here. And then from here, we just want to reach. Okay, so I'm holding this top position and I'm using my hip flexors to stay as tall as I can through the crown of my head. I'm going to start reaching overhead. And just holding myself in this position, feeling my hip flexors work and get tight as I reach overhead, going side to side. And then from this bent sit position, I'm gonna flip over to my side bent sit position, okay? Coming back to center, bent sit, side bent sit, okay? And these are archetypal positions that we can always use. They're useful to us. They're kind of how our body organizes itself. And then when we can become comfortable here, this allows us to kind of sit more comfortably in our bodies throughout our lives. So again, we're going from bent sit to our side bent sit. Bent sit, side bent sit. From there, stay in your side bent sit. And I just want you to come down to the floor, start to reach, start to stretch over this leg, reach out in different directions, twist, turn, and just kind of articulate this position. Find some space, stay low to the ground, move up. Play with making some circles here, going back and forth, reaching, touching, doing different things with your hands, just kind of playing around. And we'll go to the other side, we'll do the same thing. Opposite side, side bent sit, coming down low, moving back and forth, creating more space as I reach out, as I try some different things. So I, again, just kind of find some movement and some freedom in this position here, reaching out far, nice and tall, okay? Going back and forth, nice and easy. And then from there, we'll come back to our bent sit position, okay? When we're back into our bent sit, let's see here. What I would like to do is get into our tripod get up. So this is a really good, useful movement that we can use to get up from the floor. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place my right hand down. I'm gonna take my right foot, and I'm just gonna pull it back to my tripod position, stand all the way up. Hand down to the floor, lay the foot down, and we'll just keep going from that side, all the way up and down, okay? Placing down, feeling really solid as we go up and down from the floor. Accentuate the movements with our hips. Let's go ahead, switching sides, opposite hand, pressing my left hand down, take that same side foot, pull it back into my low squat, standing up, hand down, foot through, and just playing with that movement, feeling really comfortable, warming up the hips, okay? Getting into our shoulder, working on elevation and depression. And then we'll come down. We're gonna go back to our bent sit. I'm gonna face you guys. And we're gonna start to work on rocking, okay? So we're gonna work on bracing through our trunk. I'm gonna be here. You can have your hands just to the side of your legs on top of the knees. Doesn't matter to me, we're gonna come back, rolling down and coming up. Down and coming up, okay? Notice how my hips are coming up. And I'm kind of turning my back into the back of a rocking chair, okay? So it all stays one connected unit as I rock back and forth. Nice and easy. Gonna start to turn on our core. Wake up the midsection, create some energy here, massage the low back as we go up and down. And then from there, I'll leave the feet to the floor. Now I'm gonna start to bridge, opening up my hips, using my glutes. I'm gonna press up, I'm gonna reach over across the shoulder and set it down. Up and reach, okay? Going diagonally, up and over across the floor. Hips go up, hips go down. Hips go up, hips go down, keep going. And again, we're just trying our best to really open up through the hip flexors. And at the same time, turning on those glutes, which are gonna help us stabilize our pelvis throughout the day, pelvis is gonna stabilize the rest of our body. It's gonna stabilize our spine, make us feel really good. So let's go back into our rock. Nice and easy. Okay, when we're here, watch what's happening. I'm gonna take my right leg, I'm gonna sneak it under, rock up, and I get into this sort of figure 4 position with my back foot tucked. There's at least 1.5 foot distance between my front and back foot. When I go into my figure 4 lunge, I'll just shift my weight over, nice and tall. What's happening now, I've got some really nice dorsiflexion on this front ankle, plantar flexion on the back ankle, opening up through my inner thigh, opening up as I sit down onto my heel. From here, I'm gonna roll back, switch. Okay, lots of distance between my feet, lunging through, coming down, switch, coming up, rocking, keeping my core braced, and then coming into this figure 4 position, coming up, pressing through, nice and easy. One more time to this side. We'll come back up. We'll find ourselves in a neutral position. I'm gonna find myself now into a kneeling position. So I'm gonna sit. My knees are fully folded. I'm sitting on my heels. Okay, hopefully if this is uncomfortable for you, you have something that you can pad underneath the bottom of your ankles. And we're gonna soften the knees and the ankles a little bit. We're gonna start with the ankles. Just gonna come up. I want you to tuck your toes and then sit back. Okay, let's fold the feet again. Just gonna go up and down. I'll come up, tucking my toes, sitting back, stretching through the big toe joint, stretching through the feet and the ankles. Let's add another layer on top of this. So from here, I'm gonna tuck my toes, and then I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna lunge forward. Big lunge. Okay, pull the toes back underneath, sit on top, and then fold the legs again. Tuck the toes. Okay, to our tall kneel. Lunge forward. Back to where I was, sitting down. Opening up underneath the feet. Tucking the toes, tall kneel. Forward lunge. Down. Do it one more time per side. Up. Tall kneel, lunge forward. Sitting back, one more time. Coming down. Tucking the toes. And then lunging forward. We'll come back. We'll sit down in that comfortable seated position where we were. Let's go back to our breath. We're gonna be here. Again, let's take 3 fingers. We're gonna put it right underneath our navel. We're gonna breathe into the bottom 3rd finger. And we're just gonna fully expand downward and outward. Notice how your body feels. Notice the energy you've created. One last breath. And that's our mobility routine for the day, guys. Thank you again. Have a great day.